It's like 50 degrees out and it's a perfect day for doing yard work. So I'm gonna get my little jacket on and then I'm gonna start working away. The cleanup I did comes with a kitty too. Yeah, and then we get the greens coming up, looking good, looking good. We also got some grass that I'm gonna have to weed, and that's okay. Weed it early this year, that way you don't have to worry about it. On another note, hello beauties, hello beauties. I love these flowers. These are so understated in the spring. Early bloomers. Love the white and the blue striping. Coming up. Hello, babies. Hello. Hey, babies. Some crocuses are left over. Yeah, they're going to be out of bloom soon. But I got some brunnera here. That is, yeah, you see that? That's brunnera. Beautiful flower that it produces. Put some of these again. I got some of my succulents on my the retaining wall here. These are some dandelions that are growing. And I know they're a weed, but honestly, I'm not gonna be too picky about it. This is it's not a dandelion, but I gotta see what it is. I gotta get my phone out and see what the app that I use says. I just got some cleaning up to do. I got that honeysuckle bush right here that I want to get rid of before it starts blooming. So, hello kitty. Hanging out in my rose garden, huh? Do some work in my rose garden another day. Alright, so I'm gonna clean up this area here. This is on top of my driveway. The contractor who is working said that he could rip this up using his machine because I can't dig it out. Awesome. I had to remove a rose bush. This is the viburnum. This is like the smell good viburnum though. And these are gonna bloom soon. And then I got some Russian sage. Yeah, I gotta clean all this up. Oh gosh, is this like super bright or what? But check this out. The guys are here to do the water line. They're replacing the whole line. At first we thought we could get away with like just the section that connects to the house because that was leaking. And then they dug it up and they're like, no, we gotta do this whole line. The water line goes from Kimber Street back here and they have to dig up all of this. Look at this, this is massive. So, hey, I got a question since you're here though. This is a plum tree, and I think it only gets like 8 by 10 feet high and wide. Is this going to interfere? No. No, okay, because if it was, I can move anything.
No, that's why we were wrapping it in corrugated.
Okay, because if it was, you know, I would just rather move it now.
There.
Oh, that tiny thing.
Yeah, that's your copper water line.
That tiny thing, oh my gosh. And that would feed all that water?
Yep.
So is that it too up there that's sticking up? Or is that something different?
No, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's your old water line. We just followed it straight down.
Yeah. And then you guys are gonna veer off though, because you have to go around the propane tank.
Yeah, well that's what they did with this.
I thought they were gonna be huge. Like I thought the pipes itself was gonna be like massive.
Yeah, no, they're not.
No.
Nope, not at all.
And there's my dad's fence. They had to take that out. But you guys would be able to put that back in, it looks like. Yep. Awesome, because the post is right there.
You could relag it.
Awesome.
It would be perfect.
Yay! Alright, well, I'll let you get back to work.
Alright.
Copper. That's our water line right there. And it looks like they got the corrugated plastic around what they call PEX. It's more movable, so breaks are less likely. Goes all the way down in there. I want one of those things. No, look, there's more copper piping. Ugh. This is actually like surprisingly very small. I thought the water lines would be like huge. I'm glad they didn't have to like dig up the veggie garden. Look at all these roots from this tree too. And they were able to get through them, like actually right here. There was a lot of roots. I have this little handy dandy trick that I'm going to show you, and yes, I am wearing latex gloves. Why? Because we have them, and all my gardening gloves that I had last year are like dead because I just use them so much. So until I get more gloves, I'm going to be using these. So I have been weeding with this awesome little tool. I shouldn't say little, but it's a hoe. I got this at Lowe's. Yeah, it's just called a weeding hoe, but it has the push-pull to remove weeds. And so this is what the top looks like, or the bottom I should say looks like. And it really, like, this is pretty sharp. So it cuts the weeds really nicely, and it's great for strawberries, like wild strawberries and grass, which I have a lot of. So I just cleared this area in pretty much like 2 minutes. I will have to go around and like fine tune, like there's some strawberry weeds in with my lamium, so I'll hand pull those, but really like this tool is such a lifesaver. And I'm going to, this is like all the weeds and stuff right here. I'm going to be putting them in plastic bags. I know some of you guys are like, ew, plastic. I'm going to be putting them in plastic bags. So just hear me out. I'm going to be putting them in plastic bags, letting them bake, okay? And making my like own compost, so to speak. And it'll get so hot that like these weeds won't be an issue. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Alright y'all, so this is my yard, well, part of it anyway. this is all the destruction that has happened. Oh, there's some propane sticker right there. Would have hoped they would have like redone that. Anyway, so they put part of the fence up. I guess they had to saw off 2 pieces of my dad's fence. I'm really glad that they didn't have to like really destroy a whole lot of it, because you know, sentimental value. My dad made this like 30 years ago, and it's hand done. Like you can't buy this stuff. Anyway, so yeah, looks like this is actually from when the tree fell, but they had to take off this piece, and looks like 2 of those pieces. No, the plum tree. No. Oh no, so much destruction. I gotta go around and cut these pieces off. Look, there's more right here. No, there's a big piece right here too that's gone. Oh, down there. Look at that big piece. Dang it. Well, you know, doing a whole water line in a narrow space like this, what do you kind of expect, right? Taken. But I mean, not so. I gotta clear off all this. This is good. It just kind of gets messy like right in here, and obviously, but I think everything will be fine, and plants are very resilient. So yeah, this old stuff is gonna have to come up. Ugh, jeez. My goodness. But that's what it is. I gotta clean out a lot of this stuff. Yeah, see, like the peonies right here, man. I don't want the peonies to be smashed. I gotta clean all that stuff up. Oh, no. Yeah, you can even see some of them. The reds, like right in there, the dark maroons. Those are peonies. So I gotta remove this stuff. At least my mom's daffodils right there kind of survived. I mean, they are not damaged. Yay! Alright, going back down here. So, this is so much. Yeah, there's so many divots in here too. So this is an area that I was redoing, and I got some bulbs coming up here. Yeah, so pretty. Some crocuses, tulips, daffodils. But what I'm gonna do right now, I think right now anyway, is I gotta relocate 2 bushes, blueberry bushes. I'm gonna put one right here. This is where a gardenia was, and it died. And I'm gonna put the other one right here where another gardenia was. And I think I'll start with that. But anyway, it's kind of hard to see now, but I just wanted this like walkway like between my 2 fingers, kind of going like right here, leading to the back porch, and also having a walkway coming down, and then a narrow one like right here in front of like these boxwoods curving around. And pretty much between the small walkway and the big walkway over here, I was going to make a raised veggie garden, and I still think that's doable, or like an herb garden or something. It's not very big. It's probably like 100 square foot, maybe. No, actually more like 50. Yeah, I was way off. But they were able to pull out a honeysuckle bush. They're like super invasive and horrible, and I couldn't dig it up, and they were able to get that up for me. So that was kind of like a little side job that they did for free. So I'm happy about that. And I'll show you actually some areas that I cleaned up. Area that I was working on yesterday, actually. It's a new day. And pulled up a lot of weeds. I didn't get them all, but I mean, the hoe that I used really chopped up a lot. So I just gotta pick up some of this stuff, but I'm really happy with how it's coming along. Looks so much nicer. I got some lamium in there that'll bloom. And right over here is actually where the honeysuckle bush was. Like, this was next to impossible to get out. Like, manually. Like, you know. So, oh, they did nick my tree, though. It's okay. I just gotta, like, wrap that up. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, I gotta wrap that up so it doesn't get infected. Yeah. But I'm glad that this is gone. I could put like a nice perennial right there, and then when this gets big, you know, it's perfect. Perfect. Look at this sucker. This is a look. Okay, so I got big feet. I'm a size 10. Look how huge this freaking thing is. Wow. Yeah, and those roots were big. I couldn't get them out by myself. No way. So I just kept cutting it and cutting it and cutting it. But they're pretty durable and strong. I wasn't killing it. So, but yeah, they did an awesome job with that. Thank you guys. I got this blueberry in the pot still, and I put that one, but I'm gonna dig that up. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this rose bush right here. Come on, baby. What you guys fighting about over there, huh? Hey, hey, Ralph, you leave those cats alone. Ralph is the beige one. We gotta get him to another home. He's causing too much trouble. Oh yeah, and the guys who were working, they had this like little measly flat edge shovel, like something that we would use, as gardeners would use for edging, and they're digging with this, right? Like near the house where they couldn't get it with the machine. And I'm like, yo, I got this right here, okay? The serrated edges on it, and also has the flat top where you put your heel. Like, you don't use their toes. Like, I know a lot of people do. You use your heel to push down on that. And that will cut the stuff really good. Look at true temper. I think I got this at Lowe's or Home Depot or something. But, yeah, they ended up using it after I showed them this. Let's get planting. Hello. I was able to plant this blueberry. Ooh. Then there's some bulbs popping up around these evergreens, these boxwoods here. I'll shape them up in the summer. Well, and actually in a few weeks. And I got this blueberry in here. And what I did is I actually had an apple tree that I had to move. So I decided to put it right in here. And you know what? This apple tree and the blueberries, they have the same like acidic requirements. So I'm happy I got that done. An espalier tree has like 4 different varieties of apples, which is really neat. Each branch is grafted on to the main trunk area here. And these are about to bloom. This is the Braeburn variety. So we'll see what happens, but I like it here. So I'm at Home Depot with Tom.
Hello.
And I locked myself out of my house. Nobody's home. And I don't have my keys to use my own car, so I bothered Tom on his day off.
She came to visit me on a fire call across the street from her house.
Again.
The second one.
Again.
Same residence.
Again. So, anyway. Since I'm locked out, I might as well do some gardening, right? And in order to do gardening, I gotta get some flowers. So, I'm gonna hop in and get some flowers. Yeah.
That's what
Alright, so. Ooh, evergreens. Blue fescue. Grass. That's not looking so blue. More green. I'm not really looking for evergreens right now. The only evergreens I'll be looking for later are the arborvitaes in the back to finish a hedge. So, ooh. An azalea for 50 bucks. Look, they already have the blooms that were hit with the frost. They were hit with the frost. So it's such a waste. They don't put them under protection. I love this heather though. Nice evergreen ground cover, and it blooms like these lily of the valley flowers. Yeah, they're really sweet. Let me see here if I could get a better focus. Yeah. Feeds the pollinators. Purple phlox. And we also got this blue. The camera's not doing it justice at all. It's more of like a vibrant blue, or like a royal blue. What would you say this color is, Tom?
Let's see, like a blue.
Yeah, it's almost like a true blue, and you never really see that with flowers.
Yeah, it's a really nice shade of blue.
Yeah, look at these primroses. Oh, see, they left them out. Now they're not looking too hot. This is what I kind of came for. Yeah, look how tall these primroses are. Like that little bushel. So I really came for these. I got some pansies the other day. Well, you guys will see that in the video. But I gotta pick some of these out that are looking okay still. I mean, this one's not. I think there's some over there that is, so. This dianthus is so pretty. Yeah, this dianthus is so pretty. $12.98. Fruit punch sweetie pie. I like those. Primroses. Oh, yes. Love it. Here's some of these hanging baskets with the pansies all in it. 20 bucks though. I'm not about to spend 20 bucks on a thing of pansies. They're annuals. Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome. Figured a regular cart should suffice. If it doesn't, we'll...
Yeah, because I'm not getting anything really big.
Yeah, for your worst case, we'll just switch it out.
Yeah. Some of this dianthus, I think. Ooh, that's so pretty. Hey, guess what? Guess what? My battery's about to die.
right? Didn't I say this day was not too bad? Here's the proof now.
All right. I think I'll get 2 of those, and then I'll get 3 of these primroses here. I just gotta choose some nice ones.
That's not completely true though. The weather is beautiful, so.
Yeah, the weather is nice until tonight when we get these like really bad storms. See, these should all be on clearance.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you're not even a plant person.
No, but I mean, you can just see that.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I mean, look at this.
I mean, at least they're perennials and they'll come back.
Yeah.
But I gotta just try and find which one looks good. I mean, they're only $5, so but I think it's like a nice little thing with this, with the dianthus. It's a new day, and so we left off when Tommy and I were shopping at Home Depot, and I got some flowers and I put some in. I did not record that part because it was so windy out that it was it would be like way too distracting. Oh, I found a cord. Found this, I'm like, I have to pick it up. But I did get like some hyacinths. I just got one and I divided them up. And then I got those yellow primroses too. They are perennial, they'll come back. And I also have this new flower. It seems really interesting. Pink, Armia Martitama splendens. Okay, so this is the flower, okay? Let me just zoom in real quick. I think it's, yeah, I'm gonna zoom in. So this is the flower here. This is kind of interesting. They're perennials. This is the name here. And I just want to show you, I like the dark purple. Now, I don't know if those are aged, but they probably got hit with the frost. But this is the new growth, obviously, with the pink right here. Let me just, it's definitely something different in the garden. So I got 2 of those. Really beaten up with the storm that we had last night. I know people across the Midwest, or Arkansas, I believe it was, Little Rock, and probably a bunch of other places got hit with that. And there's this lovely hyacinth. Now this hyacinth has like that pink, and then it has like a dark pink striping on the flower. Yeah. Okay, but this is the coloring to the hyacinth there. And then another primrose. Love that bright yellow. Then there's this dianthus from Proven Winners. It's like a double. Look at that. It's really pretty. So I love the pink. Oh, and I got pansies galore. Like, look at these guys. Lovely, lovely. And I'm just like putting them all over on the ground up here. I'll probably bring them down into the rose garden area. But yeah, I just was able to complete this little section here with the pansies. And they'll get big, and they're under these lilacs here, so when they bush out, they'll protect this them from the sun. So they'll last a little longer under here as well. Space my stuff out where I want it. Now I got a lot of things coming up. I got this brunnera. I got hellebores, tulips, and irises. So these are the roses right in here. There, I know you can barely see them. I'm sorry. It's all like, looks like everything sticks right now, but yeah, I got some roses here on standard. And then this is the Scotch broom that blooms. It's an evergreen and it blooms lovely. Let me see here. Yeah, there's like a bunch of little dots on there. Those will be blooms in a matter of time. in this gorgeous, oh yeah, this is all budding up. I know it looks like sticks to you guys, I'm sorry. But this is a gorgeous bush right here. It is has a weeping look to it. Oh, the name is escaping me, but I will put a picture and the name on the screen. And maybe today I will weed and put some more of this stuff in here. Maybe I'll get to that side too. Maybe. Hopefully. Okay, but I do want to show you guys why it is important to keep in mind the mature height of trees that you plant, because this area where I'm about to show you, we just had high winds last night. Well, the tree snapped. It was dead. Owner abandoned the property. But just because the owner doesn't, abandon the property doesn't mean that they're not responsible. Luckily, it did not hit anybody else's home, because it was definitely tall enough for that to happen. It did not hit any of my property, or anything. But, at like 2 o'clock in the morning, you have these fire engines right up on your driveway, and we just had 2 fires on my block 2 weeks ago, and I'm done. I had enough excitement, right? Anyway, let me show you what happened. This is the property that's adjacent to me. I would actually like to buy that place and just get rid of it, but so it was this tree that snapped. You could see that it probably has a good 20 feet height on it right now. It was the same tree as this right here. I mean, it's an evergreen. It looks like a pine, but it was dead. It should have been removed a long time ago. It was dead. What happened is it snapped and fell right onto this street here, and it blocked the roadway. That's why the fire department had to come out and chop it up and throw it over here. So now I got this huge mess kind of right by my driveway. So thank you, neighbor. I mean, this tree doesn't even look good. You see how bare that is right there? So maybe because this will be gone, it will get more sun and maybe more growth will come out of it, but they were planted way too close. Way too close. And then you have this maple in the back, okay? That maple's massive. These trees are probably 60 feet high. That maple is not done growing. But anyway, this is an example of, luckily nobody got hurt, right? Nobody's property got hurt. It's interesting that you see all this stuff on her fence, and it didn't damage the fence because I guess it was so dried out that, yeah, it's super light. Yeah, it's so dried out, it becomes very light. But what a mess. What a freaking mess. But that is why you pay attention to how big trees get. One, for their own health, so you don't smush them together and they don't get proper sunlight, airflow, etc. But also, if you're in a town, suburb area, you really don't want to be planting trees that's over 30 feet high. You don't. And those are 70. So, none of the trees that I planted will even get that high. And I have a large in-town yard to work with, but I'm still mindful. I don't want to be planting stuff that's next to somebody's property or that's going to damage their water lines or anything like that going on. The tallest tree that I have is this willow in the corner of my driveway. That's my hammock is under. The reason I have it there is to help soak up water that tends to pool in that area. And it is farther away, it is far away from my house and any other person's major structure, but that would only get 30 to 40 feet high. So yeah, all my trees are more on the 20 feet height size. Okay, so I'm just gonna be planting up my pansies and some of the perennials that I bought at Home Depot. Okay, so I am being officially kicked in my house instead of kicked out. It's getting dark. It looks a lot lighter in the camera. But will be the end of my first weekly garden recap video. So I'll be doing this weekly where it's just like me throughout the rest of the week planting, and I'm just gonna group that into one video because I don't have a full day just to dedicate to gardening because I work. But so I think this would be like a fun experiment to kind of like just do a whole bunch of projects and on different days and kind of just like group it into one because they are smaller projects. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I did. I did not finish what I wanted to this week, but I will be finishing it up in the coming week. In the driveway area, these azaleas are gonna bloom soon. They got their buds. Hyacinths and pansies and irises. Yeah, I got phlox in here that'll come up too. This is my favorite in here. It's so colorful. It's so nice to come down the driveway, and this is you know, where we park our cars, and it's just like a nice welcome to have a bright spot. These lilacs, I go through them every year. They're very, very old, okay? Like this one I believe is actually dead. But see, up here, there's buds on the silhouette there. So some of them are good, some of them are not. I just clean it out every year, so I probably should have done that before I planted the flowers, but oh well. My rose bushes are doing good. There's new growth on them. So, yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Just having green come up and some color. I love these right here. Those are my favorite ones. And I was able to plant some around this tree here since they dug out that honeysuckle bush, and I was able to discard that. Tom came over and helped me. And again, just more color. So, I know a lot of you guys still have snow. I'm in Pennsylvania, but spring is coming, so I hope this gives you a little bit of hope and cheerfulness. Okay, so if you like what you saw, hit subscribe, and till then, I'll check you later. Bye!